On Sunday, the 1st of June, BCTV was at the Flower of Invention Festival at the Scarboro Art Garden. Funded by a grant from the Cultural Council and hosted by Loren and Marisa Egerstrom, their own property was full of pieces of art. Music was playing. We had a wonderful walkthrough, and we're sharing it with you now.
Scarboro Art Garden event. Tonight is the 1st of June in 2025. We're talking to Loren, who is the host of tonight's event and is going to tell us a little bit about how this all came about.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's good to have you all here. I'm glad it's not raining today.
Yes, me too.
It was raining very much this weekend, but so we've been doing little backyard music festivals here, music events for 10 years. And over time, we've added additional art and installations to the events. Last year, for example, my partner Marisa, who you can see later, did a giant sequoia-sized tree stump. And we had it with fiber optic light symbol, dioramas, and people really enjoyed interacting with it. So we've been adding, and we have other friends who do artistic things. And so we've asked them to come to the event and bring their art, and they can install it on the trees, they can put it out by the stage, they can have people interact with it. And so that's been growing over the years. And then last year, as we were thinking about this year's get-together, I saw an article in the Sentinel about Pansy Park. And I hadn't heard of that before. And I thought, well, that's really interesting in general for the town. Also, it's right around the corner from our house.
So right on top of it.
And so I don't know if people know about that. We don't have to spend much time on it now. But it was a botanical attraction in the 19th century. And it was really, really popular. People came from all over the Northeast to see Pansy Park, this beautiful Victorian garden. There was even a dedicated train stop on the railroad to go see Pansy Park. And so we thought, well, this is fascinating. Flowers will be the theme that inspires our art installation for this year.
2025.
Yeah, exactly,
okay,
right? So we saw flowers, and that's how it started. And then Marisa began working on one of her sculptures. And as she was working on it, she was calling it this alien flower, and that was just the name she gave to it. And that gave rise to a whole kind of mythology around what these flowers are and where they came from and how they connect back to Pansy Park. And so we just kind of ran with that and had a good time telling a story of these flowers of invention, as they came to be called, and how they, where they came from, how they feed, what sorts of sustenance they take, and how they were first discovered, and how that ties Scarborough Bowl to Pansy Park. Fictional, artistic, creative, sort of fun thing to do, but it was also it drove us toward pulling these sculptures together so we could display them here tonight.
Well, I think you have some beautiful things here. I'm embarrassed to say it's the first time I've heard of it, and that you have had 10 years of this. So
well, I mean, in various ways. Yeah, we started 10 years ago with webcasts, just friends and a small webcast outside. So the backstory is I bought this place 20 years ago, and I thought immediately when I saw it, it would be a great place to do community music events. I really did. It was the first day that I saw it. And so over the years, every time I got a chance, I would improve it in that direction. And 3 years ago, we did our first multi-day festival. So 2 nights, Friday and Saturday over a weekend. And now we've done that. This is our 3rd year doing that. So it hasn't been a big thing for many, many years. And it's still not. It's, if we get 100 people, that's a big evening.
Well, I think you're going to be pushing that tonight. I think, and anyway, it's a lovely event. We're delighted to be here, and thank you for letting us know. We have been doing BCTV for 28 years now, and we were on this property when there used to be the yellow ducky race.
Oh, I did that.
Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
So we were here, and we videotaped that event.
So that was for the Kestrel Trust.
Probably about 20 years ago.
About 20. Yeah, it was about the year after I bought the place. Yeah. So that was for the Scarborough Pond, that area, the Scarborough Preservation area up there, raising money for that. And so we worked with the Kestrel Trust to raise a little money, and we had people come and place bets on ducks and race them down the brook.
We did, absolutely.
And we gave out the prizes for the winners were hula hoops.
Well, I'm glad we didn't win then, because I'm not sure we'd have had much use for hula hoops.
Yeah. Thank you
very
were there
much.
for that.
This is beautiful, and thank you again for being a big part of the history of the towns, and especially the arts and cultural events, of which we are seeing more and more. And since we think Belchertown is beautiful, you are simply adding to the beauty.
Thank you. We're thrilled about it. I mean, I think there's a connection back to when Pansy Park was a cultural attraction, right?
And Howard strawberries were developed over there.
Absolutely, right?
Maybe the star petunia. There are a number of things.
Star petunia, the diamond pansy.
Yes,
was very famous out of Pansy Park.
And the seeds were sold all over the world.
Yeah, 50,000 customers all over the world.
Did you come to Bright Day last year?
I actually couldn't make it there, but I've been talking quite a lot with Michael Carolan, Elizabeth Pauls.
I hope you'll come this year.
I will have plan to be there
There's
this
a
year.
lot
yeah.
of information to
Yeah.
have there, and
We've actually, in fact,
you
those
sit
I
in
should.
the center of all of that activity.
Right, and so I should say that Michael and Elizabeth gave me a lot of the material. They read me in on the story of L.W. Goodell and Pansy Park, and they provided, well, they pointed me to many of the
Some of
images
your art
that we're using here today, and then I got permission from the Jones Library to display them here. But I first heard about them from Michael and Elizabeth.
Well, Michael and Elizabeth are wonderful. We agree with you. Okay, so thank you. This was a crowning event for our weekend. Thank you. We've done Pride Day today, and now we're doing Art Garden, the Scarboro Art Garden.
Thank you.
If you don't know where it is, it's on Gulf Road.